Hello, guys. Hello, and welcome to the Laws of Enchantress. This is Killing the Game, and this is what Black women do not invest in, what Black women do not do. The first official series in my Killing the Game video slideshow just for this course. So, what are we talking about today? I'm talking about dating advice, I'm talking about relationship coaching, I'm talking about expert advice. They have a whole industry out there that is worth billions of dollars, not millions, billions, from marriage coaching, from matchmaking, elite matchmaking. And we as Black women have been completely, and I mean utterly, completely removed. I have gone to all these courses. This is what I've been doing these past couple of weeks with the specific intent of bringing this information back to my enchanters so you can kill the game. So, why is this important for Black women? Because we have been saturated in a society that teaches you, don't worry, Mr. Right will come along. No, Mr. Somebody will come along. If you ever go grocery shopping and you don't bring a list, I don't know about you, but I know about me. Most people bring a list to do what? Stay organized, keep on track, and not pick up junk. Well, many of you ladies are picking up junk, and it's not your fault. You're being told by the world, just nonchalantly go through life, and you'll pick up Mr. Right, and that is not true. You're picking up junk, just like if you go to the supermarket and you're hungry and you have no list. These women are hiring elite dating experts. That's what you're seeing here. These women are hiring the elite matchmaking. That's actually how Prince Harry is marrying Meghan Markle, through higher end matchmaking, through a network of friends. So if you're over here and you're not even making yourself mentally available, it's going to be pretty hard. Patty Stanger is a big inspiration for this course. She is the top matchmaker in the world. I got her entire book series. I literally spent weeks writing down and jotting down all of her dating advice, and she's the dating advice premier to the top people in the world. When I say top, she only deals with top 500 dating people, like Fortune executives. Okay? And she coaches women how to be feminine. She coaches women about feminine energy. She coaches women on the truth that real men want to provide. It's in a man's testosterone, it's in his DNA. And the more you appeal to a man's DNA, it makes him more susceptible to want to be with you. And that's what a lot of men don't get. Look at what it says here. Successful men don't date up. They're intimidated by wealthy women unless they're blue bloods. Successful men want to always take care of the women. And that means financially. And this is coming from Patty Stanger. So when you see a guy who goes against this grain, just run away. This is not a man who's going to want to support you and help you and actually allow you to be the wife and mother you deserve to be. Many women are depressed, have anxiety. Many women have a lot of emotional issues, and they don't even understand why, because they're less free than women that were back in the 50s. Yeah, we have the right to vote. Yeah, we have the right to work out the home. But many women are working several jobs. They're out there doing 40 plus hours a week. They're coming home and they're still cooking, cleaning, shopping, washing. They're doing everything. And the last thing they take care of is their self. And then this causes friction in the marriage. And then when the guy leaves, you're just a heap of what you used to be. You got to start all over again. And that's what I'm trying to tell women. We don't have access to dating coaches. And forget about that. Black women, most of us are not raised to go and look for a husband. Most of us are not raised with the importance and a focus on life partners. And the crying joke is the modern feminist will tell you to your face that you don't need a man, be independent, be independent. And the same demographic, because statistics don't lie. The same demographic of women are marrying the creme de la creme of men. They're making sure their daughters get connected. They're making sure their daughters go to coaching and networking and matchmaking. I'm telling you guys, it's a $1 billion industry. Ghosts and goblins aren't going to these dating coaches and matchmakers. Ghosts and goblins aren't going to marriage coaches and stuff to coach women how to get married. Ghosts and goblins aren't paying and investing in the money, and they're extremely expensive. Tonight at 9 p.m., when I debuted the Killing the Game, my first live talk, it cost me $753 just for an hour via Skype with an elite dating coach. And yes, I paid for it because I wanted to see the experience. And it was worth every single penny. And that's why I am passionate, I am devoted, and I am persistent. Nothing's going to stop me from telling Black women the truth, because you just don't want to attract anyone. You want to attract everything. And there's a lot of Black women out there, a lot of Black groups that don't let you feel empowered, that you can get a wealthy man, you can get a successful man, and it's not gold digging if you're looking to build for your children. You might think it is, but not me. If you're looking to build a life for your children, a life for yourself, a life for your family, generational wealth, that's the way it's supposed to be. You can't criticize women when we get pregnant for losers, and you're going to criticize women when she's trying to look up for economic. I can see if she just wants the guy to buy her Louis and Gucci, and even then, that's all her business. But most women are smart. They have children. They want the children to be cared for. They want homes. They want to invest in real estate. Women are very smart. And not only that, you need to get paid. Working at home is work. In New York alone, it costs $80,000 just to hire a live-in nanny, a live-in cook, a live-in chef, a chauffeur, a tutor. These are all jobs that women do in addition. And their bodies fall apart, and their hair is greasy, and they can't do their nails, and their eyebrows are not waxed. And they walk around with broken badges of bodies as if this is a good thing. They walk around thinking that men look and receive like they do, and they don't. Men are visual, and women are trained in modern society to be angry about that. That's just how men are. And you might have some women who say, well, I'm visual too. We're not visual the same way a man is. In one of the studies I saw, they had a dating game set up where one of the guys was fat. It was like a catfish, and one of the girls were fat. And the catfish means that the pictures they showed online was nothing like how they looked in person. It was a setup. It was a social experiment. All the guys wanted to run the hell out of there. They were like not even trying to give the girl a chance. Every single female, you could see she was uncomfortable. You can see that she was asking, did you gain weight? What happened? But they were trying to see, even at the very least, could they be friends, and being much more polite. And it's not because women are stupid. It's because women are wired in different ways. And the true problem was that we weren't respected. We didn't want to become men. And you can see that Black women have suffered the carnage because we weren't seen as soft and feminine and seductive in a racist society, even though we were the original. Go back to the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. We were very elegant and suave. We were soft. But when we took up the women's rights movements and we didn't get acknowledgement for being our soft, beautiful selves, it was a combination for death. That's why we don't get protection, because people think we're strong. They think we're like in Mario Brothers with that star, and we hit it and we're invincible, and we're just running down the block, knocking everything out the way. And so many Black women pride themselves on that Terminator strength. And we are dying inside. No one's coming to our aid because we're like, we're superwomen. We were the cape. We'll do it. Well, I'm here to tell you that is not how we kill the game. That is how we kill ourselves. And the reason why you look in the Black community and you see so much relationship experts, and they're all men, because no one want to tell Black women the truth. You are supposed to be provided for. You got to be soft. You got to be feminine. You got to try something new. You got to walk away from ratchetness. You got to walk away from negativity, from arguments. You got to know how to embrace true classiness. I had my test a few weeks ago where I had to walk away from crap and bullshit. Black women need to understand the social media is the biggest weapon we have. It is the nuclear arsenal that we can revolutionize overnight how we are seen. And that's going to control our image, and it's going to create us being covetable. We have a tool called social media, but how do we use it? We diss each other, we argue with each other. Every single negativity drop combines to a social image that is negative. A lot of us are drowning in the other negativity of Black women. That's why I don't participate. You can diss me online all you want. If you know me so well, find me, come get me. Come get me. But I refuse to be the trashy hip hop, what do they call it? World star hip hop, where we're fighting. You're perpetuating an image. It doesn't matter how mad you are. Doesn't matter what happened. You got to understand the power of social media. And that's why you see so many women getting hips and butts and booties and lips, because they're seeing more and more untouched, unstrained, unprohibited. They're seeing so much images of Black women that traditionally you didn't have access to because you had to be in a magazine, a newspaper, a publication, or on TV. Now anyone can go on social media and upload. And that's exactly what happened overnight. That's why you're seeing all these booties and abs and stuff. That's the power of the Black woman. And the only thing we're missing is how to be feminine, how to be alluring, and how to put our needs first. So if you're being feminine and alluring, it also matters what you are trying to allure. You can't allure a dog. If you're going to be feminine and alluring, you got to be realistic and look at your area, see who's the type of man. You got to be serious about your life, ladies. Because I can teach you all the feminine power, all the charm, all the suave. Patty Stanger could come to your house tonight and teach you herself. But if you're not opening your options and saying, whoever can love me, provide for me, protect me, who can ever make me feel free and truly allow you to be that wonderful feminine woman, that's who I'm going to be with. And whatever that means to you, whether it's a wealthy guy, whether it's a romantic guy, whether it's a nerdy, successful, that is all up to you. I'm not here to mandate specifically what type. You're a grown woman, get a list, know what makes you happy, and do not justify. Don't you dare justify to anyone why that makes you happy. Because most women, that's where we screw up. We do things and say things for other people. If you want to be married, you want a big, beautiful wedding, you want to be the Black Betty Crocker, you go for that. If you want a power couple, you want your Jay-Z to your Beyonce, you go for that. If you want to be a sugar mama and you want your sugar daddy, that's all up to you. You go for that. But what you can't allow is people to dictate you. You can't let other people's limitations become your expectations. I'm going to say it again. You cannot let other people's limitations become your expectations. You are entitled to anything you want, to your heart's desire. And that comes from self-love. That's why we're doing the law of Enchantress. Because no matter how much people coach you, you got to have devotion to self. You got to have a love of self. And Black women have been neglecting themselves. They're not putting themselves first. That's why so many of us are overweight, because we're not devoting, we're not aggressive with our health and happiness. Sadness is one of the biggest things that can make you gain weight. Simply being happy and having endorphins is one of the most healthiest things you can do to your body, and that lies within yourself. We have to look at the world's lying to us. The same women who are telling you that marriage is not important and watching Sex in the City, even look how Sex in the City ended. How many of you were betrayed when Sarah Jessica Parker got her Mr. Biggs after the whole theme of the show was just having fun and being frivolous? And in real life, Mr. Big would have married a 25-year-old girl and call it a night. That's called a fairy tale. And Black women, we are blessed. Many of us have longevity of beauty. Many of us don't look like our age. Many of us have flawless, effortless looks, way past our prime. Use that. Men are visual. Take care of that. That's not a negative, that's a plus. Cleopatra was said to be seductive, and she wasn't supposedly the prettiest thing in the world. She used what she got. Get comfortable with the sexiest, sensual, most effortless version of you. the best version of you. Too many programs are out there that tells you how to change. No, I'm talking about healing, loving, empowering. Every single Black woman is born with her own unique sense of sensuality that's going to attract what's right for her. From Lisa Bonet and her bohemian look, to Michelle Obama and her brainy, nerdy Barack, to Jada Pinkett and Will Smith, to the quirky comedians that attract each other, to Denzel Washington and his very serious, very professional. You have to be the best version of you. And once you do that, you know what it feels like. But the best version of you means the same for everyone. Loving and adoring yourself, spoiling yourself, introducing yourself to places, taking yourself on trips, doing whatever you can in every way possible to be the best possible version of you. And that's what I'm trying to tell Black women. That is the power of you. And we're not investing. You got white women investing in coaching and dating. You got white women going to all these things. You got white women going to events, going to social events. You got white women going to special things just to meet husbands. But in the mainstream, extreme media, they don't tell you that. And then even if you get a husband, let's just say you get married, you don't even know how to keep the balance of feminine and masculine energy. Let's say you get married. Do you know how to make your marriage positive, loving, nurturing? Do you know how to create that addictive central energy that men can't walk away from? You got to be more of that, even if you get the guy. That's when it's more important. But the society doesn't teach you. Extreme society teach you to hate domestic life, hate motherhood. It's not an accomplishment. I'm staying at home. I'm not working. That's why so many of these white women and Black women too are postpartum, because they got it in their head that being at home is a negative thing. Being with your child's a negative thing. I don't see adults. I don't have human contact. Why would you do that? I'm telling you, you got to invest in you. If you want to do, this is the first step. Many of you paid for this program, and I'm so excited that you did that, because I'm bringing you all the things from Patty Stanger. I'm bringing you all the things from Evan Lee. I'm bringing you all the top things. And why am I doing this? Because I see too many beautiful, educated, talented, amazing Black women who are blaming themselves. Why am I single? You're not doing anything wrong. You're being duped by society that's telling you to be masculine. You're being tricked by society that doesn't allow you to invest in yourself, that's over emasculating you. And it's not right. So many Black women are so masculine, and it doesn't help us that we're seen as these ultra Amazon, Xena, warrior princess, nothing don't hurt me. That doesn't attract men to provide and protect. It attracts men to fight. You raise their masculinity. You get their testosterone going. They look at you as a competition. And so many Black women are aggressive, and not because we're bad, because we're left alone. Not because we don't know how, it's because we don't have the protection. We don't have the comfort of letting our guard down and waiting to exhale. And we need to breathe. And we need to go to where the love is. So whatever your dream is, it has to start with how they're treating you, how they appeal to you, if they can give you what you need. And 95% of it comes from, being able to provide. That's why most marriages end because of money. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to say it. And then the women can't take care of herself. And then you get angry. You feel insecure. There are women that look better when they're in a marriage and they stay at home because they can take care of themselves. I'm telling you, as a woman, I look at myself and say, how in the world does somebody have a corporate job and then come home and do their hobbies and have 4 or 5 kids and mother and wife? Something has got to give. And a lot of times for Black women, what gives is you, your mental health, your physical health, your happiness. And that's not what's supposed to happen. That's not what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to make your life better, not make your life worse. But we have been lied to. And we are told if we even want remotely successful, any type of protection, we're gold digging, it's wrong. And it's not wrong. That's how we're going to win. That is how we are going to kill the game. But you can't kill the game if you don't understand the game. You can't kill the game if you don't know the game. You can't kill the game if you don't understand the game. And the game is, the more successful the man, the more feminine the woman. The more successful the man, the more supportive the woman. And guess what? In her efforts of being supportive, she is even more successful. Every book I read, every man said, I could not do my job if she did not do hers. And it's the extreme Goku, screaming, blonde hair, feminist, the crazy Goku that's telling you that your work at home is not work. Really? Go try to hire a full-time nanny. Go try to hire a full-time cook. Go try to hire a full-time chauffeur. Go try to hire a full-time tutor to stay in your house. Go try to hire any of those and see what happens. There's a war going on. You got some black women who just think, just open up your options, date anyone. But if you talk about status, success, money, wealth, those same black women don't think you're good enough to even mention that. I've seen it. I've witnessed that. Someone going to hear this and know exactly what I'm talking about. We know what we're talking about. We know what we're talking about, right? Those same black women who are like, open your options, date around. But if you dare, as a black woman, say, hey, I'm looking for a provider, they turn around, they attack you. What are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing? Men don't think like that. That's why if a woman is unattractive, she can have all the money in the world. Doesn't matter. He's not going to marry her. It doesn't matter if she's educated times 10. On some level, even if you think she's plain, even if you don't think she's pretty, on some level, there has to be some type of chemistry she creates. There has to be some type of allure, some type of sensuality. There has to be some type of chemistry. So even if we don't think she's cute, there has to be something there. She knows how to work her smile. She knows how to work her laugh. She knows how to work her energy. She knows how to be magnetic. It is not just limited to physical looks alone. Don't think that. But at the bottom line, he has to be attracted to you on the surface. So even if you're looking at Camilla and Charles, it doesn't matter. He doesn't see her the way we see her. He thinks that she's amazing because she knows how to rule, she knows how to move that shit. And I'm trying to tell black women, that's the same thing. The more secure the man, the more successful the man, the more feminine the woman that he wants, because he doesn't need that support. Exactly. The penis does the picking. This is what she said in the show. I thought it was really funny to add in here. So ladies, I hope you enjoyed this part. I want us as black women to invest in ourselves. If you want to get married, you got to act like it, got to plan for it, and we got to get ready to kill the game. Look out for my live talk tonight at 9 p.m. See you girls there.